Warning, it's time for a candy overload, because we've got 5 crazy cool, epic, awesome, funny, weird, wild, unexpected, true facts about sweet, delicious M&Ms. Number 5. M&Ms were modeled after a candy Forrest Mars, owner of the Mars Candy Company, found while he was in Spain during the 1930s. During the Spanish Civil War, he saw soldiers eating little chocolate pellets in a hard chocolate shell, which prevented the candies from melting in the soldiers' pockets. Sound familiar? Both Mars and the US government thought that this chocolate innovation was a great idea, so during World War II, M&Ms were included as part of a soldier's standard rations. This caused production of M&Ms to skyrocket, and the candy world never looked back. So soldiers get little bags of M&Ms for free. That almost makes me want to join the army. Almost. Number 4. Did you know that there used to be a tan M&M? Well, September 15, 1995 was a day that will go down in history. The day the tan M&M was replaced with the blue. Updating the colors of the M&Ms was nothing new. Even in 1995, years earlier, tan M&Ms replaced violet as the newest M&M color, and orange was added in the late 1970s. Nowadays, you can go on M&M's website and buy the candies in almost any color you can imagine. Yes, even tan. Number 3. Way back in 1982, Steven Spielberg was working on his now classic film E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Spielberg wanted to include M&Ms in a memorable scene where E.T. follows a trail of candy, but the Mars company thought that E.T. was so ugly it would scare kids. Whoops. Mars' biggest competitor, Hershey, jumped on the opportunity and offered up their new product, Reese's Pieces, for the same scene. The film came out and was an enormous success, both for Spielberg and for Reese's Pieces, because sales of the candy shot up 300%. But don't worry guys, it's not like E.T. ended up becoming one of the biggest movies ever made. Wait, what's that? Oh, it did. I'm so sorry, M&Ms. Number 2, M&Ms in space. Ever since the very first space shuttle mission in 1981, M&Ms have been a delicious part of an astronaut's meal. NASA refers to them as candy-coated chocolates and sends them in clear, fun-sized packaging. M&M's small shape and colorful candy shell have made them a favorite for astronauts, not just to eat, but to play with on the space shuttle. Astronauts have been known to toss M&Ms between them, catching them in their mouths, or playing Pac-Man by chomping on floating lines of the candies, which seems like so much fun. Even today, M&Ms are a part of the standard menu for astronauts aboard the International Space Station and remain very popular in space. So I guess that means that M&Ms are literally the most popular candy in the galaxy that we know of. And finally, our number 1 fact about M&Ms, the story of the red M&M. In the mid-1970s, scientists in the Soviet Union claimed that red dye number 2 caused cancer. That type of food dye was extremely common in the time, used in everything from icing to sausage casings. Now, the dye was never officially linked to any deaths or illnesses, but that didn't stop people from freaking out over it. In response to the uproar, Mars did the unthinkable and removed the red M&M from its lineup, replacing it with orange. All this despite the fact that red M&Ms never actually used red dye number 2, but try convincing a panicked public of that. So for 10 whole years, M&Ms were sold without any red candies and were only brought back in 1986 after college student Paul Heathman started a campaign to bring them back as a joke. So with the red dye scare behind them, Mars introduced red M&Ms and candy lovers around the globe rejoiced and ate lots of red M&Ms. And there they are, 5 totally delectable, totally true facts about M&Ms. What's your absolute favorite candy if you had to pick just one? Let us know by commenting down below, and make sure to like this video as well as check out 5 facts about chocolate if this episode just wasn't sweet enough to satisfy your cravings. And don't forget to subscribe to DreamWorks TV for new videos every day. I'm Hunter March, and I think I've had one too many M's. I didn't even know that was possible. I'm hyper.